Hello guys, it's me Zippy. Last time I recorded was 3 months ago, and I am so happy on the views that I got on that. So I have this idea from Zaylor about your opposite OC. So this time is not just your first OC, it can be any persona. And of course in that video, she had all of her friends, so I'm doing it with all of my friends. So here goes nothing, here's my first friend.
Okay, so my idea for this like opposite OC kind of thing was that obviously my original OC is more like giving skateboardish like tomboy vibes. So my idea for like the opposite OC is like it's giving like more like feminine and like girly pop vibes, obviously. So yeah, I did not draw the skirt. I just like copied it because I'm too lazy for that. And yes, I did use like a pose because you can't stop me. And thank you very much. And I'm not wasting all my time like drawing like a pose when this thing is like gonna be like no. So yeah, you're welcome.
While I'm waiting for my other friends to do their art, I'm gonna do mine now. Since I had art class today, I decided to draw, because why not? And this is what I came up with. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but you get to just write, hopefully you do. So it shows the exact opposite of what my character is, and I'm gonna draw it on a different sheet of paper and come up with the designs. So I came up with 2 different designs that I really like the most, so I'm gonna draw that now. When I was making the opposite design for Zippy, I realized that it's like cocky, mean, rude, so I decided to put it into the pose. Opposite of a hoodie would be a sweater, and opposite of pants would be shorts. And opposite from a human would be a monster, and opposite for no jewelry would be jewelry, and opposite for short hair would be long hair. So I can't tell you if number 1 or 2 looks better. I think they both look well, but I forgot to make the background white. So now I'm handing this to the next person. Thank you.
Hey yo, it's Possum Mom here. I was asked to join by Zippy Drawer to make an opposite of one of my OCs. Instead of using my persona, I chose to use my favorite OC. I went with my boy Stillix, who's based off of stars, light, and the night sky. I originally made him in the Code Vein character creator when I first played the game, and he became my favorite ever since. For his opposite, I sort of had a hard time settling. At first, I wanted to do something based off of the sun and daytime with a conflicting personality to his cheerful self, but quickly had trouble solidifying the design. He's a very bold and upbeat character, and making a depressing or antisocial sun counterpart wasn't really working out. Plus, stars are just distant suns, are they not? That really doesn't count as being the opposite of him. I thought black holes, but then realized I already did this for his companion Iris, who was sort of made to counterbalance him in both looks and demeanor. Why not make a plant guy with a star eye to be the literal opposite of him? And then I went from there. I started with these earlier sketches on my sketchbook, then jumped digitally from there. The character doesn't have a name, but we actually gave him some lore in my character's universe. He'd be something like a predecessor or even a version of Stillix from an alternate reality, one that was able to use immense star power like the original, but didn't limit his usage, which caused it to consume his mind and warp his body, a being no longer loved by the sky, but now sustained by the earth, or something. He's got leaf arm blades and thick branch-like vines for arms and fingers. His cape is based off of carnivorous plants I saw. Don't ask me which ones, I don't know. I was looking at a lot of them. He also has a Venus flytrap-like thing in the center of his chest. The middle is a tangle of vines holding a piece of light. Maybe it would uncover and open up, calling in prey with an accompanying sweet smell, or maybe it would flashbang prey and stun them. I'm not too sure. Just thought it kind of looked cool. This guy would also use a shield of light. I'd probably call it Raya, since Stillix uses a sword that has branches and flowers engraved in it called Bonsai. As for colors, oh my gosh, colors. I had trouble settling on colors. I was trying to go with the natural colors while keeping it opposite of Stillix's color palette, but it wasn't working. Either nothing stood out and muddied together, or most colors clashed and looked horrid. It doesn't help that the design kind of looks like a clown or a gesture. Whatever, I ended up putting in my OC's colors to map out where I wanted certain colors to fall, then I messed around with changing hues and saturations till I realized monotone colors would be the best. So I ended up sort of full circle back to the whole black hole concept. I decided I should just leave it alone before I make my brain explode. Here's the final piece, and then side by side. I think I'd call the character actually Desola or something. I think like Desola on a play of like desolation or desolated. I don't know. That's all.
Hey guys, it's your goat, Toast, and I'm really glad that Zippy, I think, has invited me to do this collab with them. So, this is the original design of my persona. As you can tell, she's an alien. I was inspired by the gotcha OCs that were aliens. I thought they were really cool. And I was like having difficulty at the time trying to figure out what my persona would be, and there was Astro on a random school day. Yeah. But as you can tell, I completely kind of changed her color palette, except for her skin. But the reason why I kind of changed her color palette and her purple and kind of uniqueness is because originally in Astro's lore, she was disregarded and kicked out of her alien society because she looked extremely different from all the rest. Like, the way I'm designing her right now in the video is very, I don't know, simple, plain, and Astro was just not that. But I guess since the design is pretty different, the way she was treated in her lore would be completely different. If she looked like this, the aliens would, number one, not kick her out. She's a very loyal person, so then she would do anything to protect the aliens and stuff. She can be very likable. So I would say for sure if she looked like this, she would be very admirable for those alien people. But yeah, I think that's all to say. She'd definitely go crazy if a bunch of those aliens were killed. But here's a fun fact. In her actual persona design, I don't know, I always hide her neck. And that's because she doesn't have a neck. She just does not want people knowing that she doesn't have a neck. She's not scared. She just doesn't want people to know. I just thought that was a very fun fact. But as you can tell, I had like so much difficulty trying to design her properly because I thought that everything looked a little bit too simple. So yeah. Okay, that's all from me. Bye. Also, you can tell that I love making random lore. And yeah, that's all it. I hope you like it.
Thank you guys for collaborating with me. It was fun and such wonderful OCs. Thank you, Evie. Thank you, Pasta Mom. And thank you, Toast. I hope you guys enjoy this. And hopefully I get to do stuff like this in the future. Anyways, bye.